I'm Massimo Premuda, I'm president of Casa dell'Arte. Today we have the five meeting with the local artist is present. The local artist is present. It's a project made by CREAAThe, Plans, Casa dell'Arte and Federica Purgatori. It's a project in which we meet some local artists or international artists in some of the most interesting places that are based there in the area between Piazza Venezia and Piazza Cavana. Today we are in Hub. Now in this moment we are in the garden of Hub. Hub is a place of, it's a co-working place, but also it's a place in which the strong focus is about the creative industry, and we are very glad to stay here, and thank you so much to Stefania Quaini and Federica Niero for guesting us. Today we will talk about contemporary art, about visual arts, and our guest is Alban Muja. Alban Muja is an artist based in Kosovo, and today at 7 there will be the finissage, the end of his first solo exhibition in Italy. Alban is with his curator, Mrs. Janka Vukmir, that's the president of the Institute for Contemporary Art in Zagreb, and now I'm going to join us. Ciao Janka, ciao Alban, thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting us.
First of all, I know that today is your first time in Trieste, is correct? And tell me something about the first approach with the city.
I mean, I think today nobody would think something else. It's almost 40 degrees, so basically I haven't seen much because, except when we had lunch, we really wanted to go in the hotel and to have some rest and shower and to get some fresh air. So basically I haven't seen much, and I mean, you saw a bit, I mean, Janka was showing me a bit my culture lying around. But yeah, I mean, as far as I saw, I could like have a good vibe, but I couldn't see much because I haven't seen much here since only a few hours. And yeah, I've been a few times in Italy, but in different cities, but not in Trieste. So it's good finally coming here.
I would like to know from the point of view of Janka, how changed Trieste, because you are so often in Trieste. Really, it's 30 years I think that you are sometimes in Trieste for something, no?
Trieste changed a lot. Exactly today when we were arriving and I was driving Alban by car around the city, especially city center, so I was trying to tell him how much it changed from the times when, before the war, when it was still like the Yugoslav trading Mecca, and then when Trieste was more with industries, less with tourism. And today, however, it is hot. I mean, there are many works going on the streets. So the city is obviously going through some, constant structural changes. And it's nice. It changes for the better.
I hope. In one of the works, the video works of Alban, in the show From Brotherhood to Brotherhood, the title is The Legendary Dog. Also Ulay, he's speaking a little bit about Trieste. This work, from my point of view, it was one of the most interesting, absolutely, and I would like to know how was the relationship with Ulay and how it was working, this interview in the end, because it was very emotional, and there was this strange feeling with this dog and so on.
Basically, through him you see more or less how people in ex-Yugoslavia saw Trieste before. Either Trieste was somehow only mentioned
just for shopping, coffee, these kind of things.
But through him you see more or less what Janka, I think, said before. Even I didn't have experience in Trieste before, but as I heard before, and as Janka told me while she was showing me, and working with Ula, it was actually quite good. I know Ula since a few years already, since he lives in Urbano, Malvin, and I work quite often with Urbano. And I think we met in 2009, 2010 in shoots in Galleria when I was taking part in the show. And since that time we had kind of a contact. Whenever I went to Ghana, I was visiting him, so he used to invite us to like gathering us. And basically by accident, when he invited us for a dinner with me at 10:70, so he told me more or less one of his experiences that we had in Kosovo in 1977, when him and Max, partner of him, Mina Abramovich, they were doing one visiting to the south of Yugoslavia at that time. And we did this performance in the border between Yugoslavia or Kosovo, Yugoslavia at that time, but Kosovo today, and Albania, which, as he explained for them, was kind of very taboo. Even Kosovo, since like more or less same nation living, but not really having communication between Albania and Kosovo. And he more or less explained how he saw Kosovo, Albania, and more or less how he met his dog. And yeah, I mean, I guess for me it was interesting one way, but not even difficult to work with him because he's very know what he wants to say and exactly what he said. I think it was exactly what I want for that video, to explain more or less how political and economic situation from Yugoslavia to Albania and Kosovo at the time.
Si è bloccato tutto.
Un attimo.
Quindi riuscite a rifare l'ultimo minuto circa? Perché si è bloccato la trasmissione.
Ma la connessione?
Sì, si può bloccare il video un attimo.
Yeah, and here is also
Ora salvo. Vediamo fin dove. Vedo fin dove è arrivato però.
Stava parlando di... Cazzo.
Ok, aspetta, devo fare di nuovo. Perché stavo cercando di controllare di là se si riusciva a
Te
vedere.
vedevi qualcosa?
Stavo provando a entrare adesso.
Ah, se devi mettere il nome, non ti potevi copiarlo? No.
Non posso fare copia e incolla.
Però non voglio sapere.
Very interested in the video The Legendary Dog. For example, Ulay is speaking about Trieste and he's making a description of Trieste like a city in which it's nice to go for a coffee, for shopping and so on. But I would like to know what was your relationship with Ulay and if it was easy to have this little chat.
Non lo so, Vale? Dai, come sei? Vieni a vedere uno salto se qua becca. Dai, vieni a vedere. Come funziona?
Cosa stai cercando?
Se qua becca il wifi.
Prende meglio.
Ma per collegarsi al wifi da hub ti dici?
Sì, guardiamo come si collega.
Ma scusa, ma
Perché chiudo il mio. Ok. Adesso Periscope.
cioè se
Adesso.
10.000 attacche andrà, no? Sì.
Aspetta. Sì, perfetto.
Sì, qua becca bene. Quindi ti può chiamare
Bene.
Muloni che si senti qua.
Ma non c'è nessuno che sta seguendo adesso per dire...
Erano in tre, hai visto?
Ok.
Eccoci. Here we are.
Change.
Perfect. No. No, sorry. This is super important.
Nice space.
See, the space is beautiful. It was in the past a squash gym. But it's super nice. It's always
Okay.
on creative and so on.
And I think a bit more relaxed here.
Yeah.
Because there is like a lot of noise and all because of the...
3,
Okay.
2, 1, vai.
Then he's making a little description of Tree, perfect for coffee and shopping, and it was very popular in the former ex-Yugoslavia. But I would like to know exactly what was your relationship with Ulay in this interview, because in the end it's a very warm interview, very emotional, and I would like to know how was your approach with him.
Yeah, I think Janka did explain quite well the relation of people next to Australia with Trieste at that time, so I guess it was exactly like this because I don't remember, I was a child, or probably I didn't exist at all, but yeah, working with Ulay was quite easy and quite good. I mean, Ulay is an artist himself, like, so he knows more or less all this, the way how to communicate, and I know Ulay since few years already, since 2009 or 2010, I don't know exactly. When we met in Ljubljana for the first time, because half the time he lived between Ljubljana and somewhere else. So we met in Schutz Gallery since I collaborated with Schutz in one exhibition. So since that time we have contact with him. So always when I was in Ljubljana we used to meet, and almost 2 years ago already, when he turned 70, he did a dinner, so he invited all his friends. He invited me as well, so I went to Ljubljana for his birthday. It was a very nice dinner, a very nice party, and Azula still, he had less energy to do good dinners and good parties. So basically, he was explaining more or less about his works, about his experience, stuff like this. So by accident, he told me one of a work that he did in collaboration with Abramovich, in that time his father. So when in 1977, together they went in the border between Kosovo and Albania, in that time Yugoslavia and Albania. So because for them Kosovo was a taboo, but how do you explain that Albania was even more taboo because Albania was completely isolated under dictatorship, even that Kosovo, it wasn't really good political situation, but still compared with Albania, people they could move. And so they did a performance, and by accident they found a way and to get a new member of their own family who lived next 14 years with them, together like 5 years in the van. The dog, which is like quite legendary dog for known, especially for that part of Kosovo. So basically, he explained more or less how he, dog was a puppy, like a small one. So together with Tomislav Kotovac, at that time very known Yugoslavian conceptual artist, maybe one of the most known Croatian conceptual artists, and so they somehow they hired the group in Trieste. So Trieste was the first station to go abroad, as he explained. And working with him, it was quite smooth because, as I said, he knows exactly how to say and how to explain, and he had that So, I mean, I just switched on the camera. I said, look, remember how we explained more or less in the dinner your experience about Albania, about Kosovo, because it was very interesting because at that time nobody knew that Marina Abramovic was in Kosovo. And actually in that time, construction art in Kosovo didn't exist. That's some kind of modern Yugoslavian art, which like the forest. So for me it was very interesting because at that time they became already popular, they became already famous. So, and I just switched on the camera and I went and I sat there and I was whatever you need, just ask me, I'm going to be here. So I'm not going to ask you. So, and basically during the interview he asked more me than I did ask him. Because for a moment he forgot the name of this small town. So it's because it wasn't a kind of interview like, okay, I'm the guy who behind the camera, so I'm gonna make an interview, and he asked, so no, it was quite relaxed. And I guess even the video I don't want to cut too much, which is I left like this. So basically the name Legendary Dog, because usually most of the work that I do, I don't even think the names in advance. So I'll leave in the process. And depends what pops up during the process. I take something from the, and they said like, Alban, which is like the female name of my name, Alban. Since I work a lot with names, as well related with my most of my projects, and because that's synonym with for Albanians and stuff like this. So I said Alba was a legendary dog. So, okay, great. Now I know what title. So I just went and I took the coffee and I went to because we did the shoot in his apartment. I took the coffee. Said now it's fine. I hope only the camera it's working. So it's done. I went home and I just cut it and I put like smoking. Working with him it was season. Even and talking with him it's very nice. And always when I meet him I have like a pleasure meeting him.
I would like to ask to Janka, in the end, this first solo exhibition of Alban in Italy, displayed in Studio Tommaseo, is for sure a very big exhibition in the end, because there are more than 10 works, so that's a lot. What was your criteria in choosing these works? I'm for sure, because I visited the exhibition, that one topic is for sure the topic of the name and to rename and these kind of things, and other point of view about your criteria, your curatorial idea about?
Well, actually it came, the whole exhibition came out of our conversations. We met several times, discussed what to show and how to approach, because relatively recently before our exhibition, Alban had a bigger exhibition in Ljubljana. But first of all, our space is smaller, we could not take this exhibition, and somehow, I don't know, through the conversation I felt that maybe even the fact that we have a smaller space is maybe better, so that we can make a show somehow compressed. It is his first show now here in Trieste, but it was also his first solo exhibition in Zagreb. Only the Rijeka, which was the station between Zagreb and Trieste, was a place where he already had his solo exhibitions before. But the whole exhibition came somehow, we were thinking about which works have not been showed in Zagreb before, or in Rijeka before. So we were making a combination of what is available and what is, yeah, I don't know, it came organically. Okay, and of course, I mean, the whole topic of naming, renaming, it is what Alban is always working with, since his earlier works as well. It is always, there is always something about this given names, but they're very different. At the end, now that we are moving these exhibitions, it travels with us for 6 months now. Actually, this is just this, I mean, it is becoming such a strong impression that it is just the surface, this name giving, and that everything that is behind, that everything that reveals the society in Kosovo, changes in Kosovo, troubles in Kosovo, in sense, like, all these names reflect someone's tendencies, wishes, inclinations.
Absolutely.
And so, And this is such a poetical moment because it is not about one dog, about one person, about one symptom. It is really very collective thought, somehow through Alban's works, given a birth to an individual symptom. It is very nice and poetic process that he is giving us with his works.
Super. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, the next appointment is at 7 in Studio Tommaseo for the real finissage. This was just a preview for Periscope, and there will be this party, but also this artist talk in which we will have more time for speaking about your work, because it's really...
I'm happy for party.
Thank you so much, and see you soon on Periscope with the local artist is present.